I don't think we can provide quality security service if I'm not proud of what I do as the president here, and if every employee isn't proud about what they do.
In the security business, knowing what to do is not very difficult. Doing it consistently and reliably every day, every hour, every minute is difficult.
Security is a word we all somewhat take for granted as being a general word that means the same to all people, when in fact it means something different to every single person that uses it. The key to our success is tailor-making it to find the vulnerabilities and proactively provide assistance and aid to overcome those vulnerabilities to the best possible use of the budget at hand.
Jeff has a brilliant mind and a big heart, and I think those two things are extremely important in business. You've got to balance your head and heart to do a quality security job.
The first week I realized that it was a job that I liked. For the first time in my life I realized that people appreciate having someone around who's looking out for their best interest. I must say it's the first time I had somebody wave at me that I'd never met before in my life.
Puget Sound Security Patrol started out with one patrol vehicle and one driver, Jeff Kirby, at Newport Shores.
Well, I was much younger back then. I was 28 years old and began by driving a patrol car all night long and soliciting memberships on a door-to-door basis for $10.40 a month to a local homeowners community on a voluntary basis to provide nighttime surveillance.
And gradually over the 25, 26 years evolved into a full-service security company with patrol service, guard service, consultation, vulnerability assessments, electronic security.
We have grown into a multi-million-dollar corporation with several hundred employees now. We cover shopping malls, as you mentioned. We do banks, courthouses, aerospace, IT, biotech, school districts and alarm responses and patrols for them, as well as your homeowners association and residential communities. When it comes to security, we're a full-service security corporation capable of addressing each of your needs with a nuance that specifically fits the neighborhood you're in and the type of liability exposure that you have and how to address that. We have 3 branch offices. Our corporate office is in Bellevue. We have a branch in Spokane and one in Aberdeen. So we pretty much have all areas of the state covered, if you will. Our heartbeat here, where we began, in the city of Bellevue, is where we base our patrol operations from. And so we're very highly saturated in those areas, so we're capable of being able to respond on a moment's notice to solve any type of a problem that may occur unexpectedly with a uniformed officer to be on site promptly.
We have one of the largest patrol fleets in the area. We have more cars on the road at midnight than the Issaquah Police Department has. Even though it's one of the larger security companies in the area, as far as their presence in the area is concerned, it's a local company. The owner is here. We focus on the basics of this business.
And the basics haven't changed. Selecting the right people, training them with quality security training, and supervising them to make sure that the performance on the job is being what the clients want and what we want and expect. Trust and confidence in the fact that we can deliver a quality security service that will give them peace of mind.
Old school values, which is hard to find nowadays, where a handshake really means a contract. It means you're going to do what you say and follow up. If you know what type of person you would call a friend and you would trust, look at yourself and ask, well, what would they be earning? And if your budget can afford that, that's where you want to be. You want to be on the same level with a person that you can invest your trust in, that will take care of the store while you're off and running your own business. Some would call it an activist, others would call us no off switch. I'm involved in our local community. I've served on our board and our homeowners association and spent 17 years on the architectural advisory committee. I have monthly meetings at the FBI Alumni Academy where we work and strategize on how to help improve public safety and go out into the community with programs to aid in the deterrence of child abuse, internet abuse.
There's some brain power in our organization that all sees the same vision, that we all see what security should be, and we're all committed 100% professionally to make that happen in this company.
We are truly the leader when it comes to being proactive. I help organize the security industry, and as their president is how we got legislation acquired in the state of Washington.
There was no regulations requiring any kind of selection procedures, any kind of backgrounding, no training standards, no performance standards. It was wide open, and there was a lot of problems.
It had been talked about many times, but never codified before. We made that happen. Took a couple runs at it, but we made it happen. You need that type of proactivity to where an individual is always looking to seek beyond the standard, to go above and beyond. We're not just looking to observe and report, but we're looking to go beyond that to where we can find out how we can better advise our clients, be they residential, aerospace, industrial, or courthouses, how they can better protect themselves and what measures they should be considering.
There's brilliance that's just waiting to get results. And I see what can happen, and I want it to happen. So that's why I'm here.
I'm one of a small team that can really plot the future and the strategy of the company, and that's rewarding.
It's fun. It really is. It's an enjoyment that you really have to be built for. And we're very fortunate to be in this industry ourselves. Each one of us feels that very lucky to be able to have this type of responsibility and opportunity to be a part of other people's lives.
It's a difficult thing to stay in a constant state of readiness for what you hope never happens, but that's what we have to do.
Observe unusual situations, information that the client may need to make decisions, any potential details of a security problem or breach, and then report that information 36 hours a day.
We deal with our clients and our employees honestly, with respect. We don't make commitments we can't meet, and we meet the commitments we do make.
Every single person is important. There's not one call that's less important than the other call. It has nothing to do with the amount of money that you're spending. It has to do with the fact that we're people, and we all want to be treated the same, with respect and dignity. And that's what you find when you come to our corporation.